Kò fi wá ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́. Èmi yóò máa yàn ó bàbá. Ọba tí kò jẹ́ kí Sátánì kò fi mí fìyà jẹ. Èmi yóò máa yàn ó bàbá. Àtúntì débì. Lórí májèlé sọ̀yìn bàbá gbọ́ pẹ́ wa. Ọmọlé àlọ́rọ̀ ló jábọ̀ sí kí bọ́bọ̀ yí gbáyé.
Okay. Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Yes, we're starting now. It's just I was giving our colleagues extra 10 minutes to to join us so that everyone can carry that on. Please confirm if you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me? Someone should please confirm so that we can
We
proceed.
can hear you, sir.
All
We
right.
can
All
hear you.
right.
We
All
can
right.
hear you, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Yes,
All
very
right.
well,
So
sir. Hmm.
okay. Nice. Yes, that reminds me. Daniel, did we see last week? We didn't even see you last week. Oh. I'm just seeing you now. Daniel, uh,
Yes. What happened? In fact, it's not even last week because I had light issue. In fact, for weeks, we've not had light, so the thing disrupted everything I was doing. Short. I just had a light issue. That be my problem. But it's
okay.
better now. It's better now.
Uh, okay.
Yeah.
No, no, no problem. It's good you're back.
The thing really moved me back. But light has been restored now, so it's better.
Okay, okay, okay. That's better now. That's better.
Yeah.
So before we start with today's
Uh,
class, but Daniel, have you been able to like catch up with the past classes? Do you know? Have you caught up to speed where we are now?
what happened was that I saw the recordings today. So by God's grace, this evening I will download them and then go through it.
Oh, oh, perfect, perfect. That's good. That please do, so that you can be able to catch up.
Okay, sir.
All right, all right, all right. So it's good that most of us are here. Before we start, I just like to clear the issue on ground. I noticed that majority of us, if not all of us, are finding it difficult to be able to in submitting our assignments for last week. Yes, I actually understand that and I'm aware. So the reason why it's difficult is because the task is not hasn't been uploaded in the LMS. I've spoken with Mr. Martins about it, so he's going to upload it as soon as possible. That's why I just asked you guys to hold on. So that's why I just asked you guys to hold on. All right. So once he uploads it, I'll let you guys know on the Discord channel and the various WhatsApp groups as well, so that you can all go there and submit your tasks because you won't be able to see modify because it hasn't been uploaded yet. So you have to just stay put. I understand that this is just going to delay our grading, but it's fine. Whenever at least if you give us the time to be able to catch up and everyone will be able to do their own tasks and submit on time, so no one will be left behind. So take it as a plus side. And for those of us that would like to make adjustments, use this period to do that. So I believe that by the time that the project will be uploaded, everybody should be ready. So we shouldn't have anybody that says they've not yet submitted for any reason or the other. Okay, so just stay put. Hang on. Once the project has been uploaded on the LMS, I'll inform you guys accordingly. Okay. That said, so let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. Last week we were talking about competitive analysis. We installed some apps of our competitors, namely ChildDeck and Global, and I believe we have all signed in by now. And then I asked us to review these competitors according to our problems and needs that we've highlighted from our research. So we were asked to review our competitors and see how they were able to address these challenges, the challenges that we discovered in the research phase. So for those of us that discovered some challenges with regards to the I can't even remember again. Stuff like my memory is failing me, guys. Okay, yeah, I think someone made mention of the fact that some of them want to be able to see what they are ordering, the hygiene, the pricing, and stuff like that. So I asked us to each look at our competitors and see how they were able to address these issues. So for those people that said they want to be able to see what they are ordering before they order it, they want to be able to see what they are ordering before they order it. Um, you want to look at how Child and Global addressed it. Visuals. Is the food visual enough? The picture of the image, the food. Is it visual enough to move someone or prompt someone to buy it? Is it showing clearly or accurately what the person is actually ordering? Stuff like that. To conduct that analysis on our competitors. Crown, we were talking about the assignments. I said the project has not yet been uploaded. That's why you guys can't find Module 5. Module 5 project hasn't been uploaded. So I believe all of us here should just hold on, use this period to finish up the project and make sure that everything is on point. And just hold on. When it's uploaded, I'll let you guys know so that you guys can submit. That's the thing I said regarding the elements. That's for Crown. Asked. So I believe everybody understands what I was trying to, the rundown I was giving you on an assignment of last week. So is there anybody that has a question, something that they didn't quite understand, or a difficulty that they experienced while a difficulty that they experienced while carrying out the task? Is there anybody here that likes clarity? I wasn't able to do it. I don't understand. Anybody, just in case by raising my hands. Okay, no hands are up. I want to believe that the reason why no hands are up is because nobody has a question. Okay, Sikan, your hand is up. Let's hear from you. What's the question? What's the issue?
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, so by the time I wanted to do it, I really didn't know what I was supposed to do again. But I think I heard the instruction clear that Tuesday, but I wanted to do it yesterday. I didn't remember what to do again.
You forgot.
I know that you said we should do a comparison. I couldn't know what to do. That's just it.
You should have. Why didn't you chat me up now? Sikan,
Sir?
why didn't you chat me up? You should have at least sent me a DM. Oh, sir, I didn't remember. What did you ask us to do again? I'll gladly remind you. So why didn't you send me a DM?
My mind. Next time I'll reach out.
Next time, okay. So no problem. Next time you will. But how do you expect handling today's class now? Because it is this analysis. I suppose everyone must have done it for us to be able to effectively handle today's class. So please, this kind of thing should not be escaping your mind, because I think I made sure that everybody should be aware that all the assignments, all the tasks are connected, one class to the other. Every single thing I ask you guys to do is connected. Uchenna, you're asking the question. I said it is only the persona you are submitting. But from our last class on Tuesday, where we were talking about competitive analysis, I asked you guys to conduct your own individual analysis on Child and Global and see how they addressed your own issues, the issues that you highlighted from your research. Did you do that? Where Uchenna, I'm asking. Uchenna, did you do that?
So I thought.
You know what?
So I thought that this thing was just a classwork. I thought maybe we were not able to finish it up because Sir Martins came online and maybe interrupted, and then we are not able to complete. I didn't know it was like an assignment we were going to go and do. I thought it was maybe a class listening exercise we were meant to like do together.
Yes. It is a class exercise, but like you rightly said, you saw how large that class went. So I was showing you guys how to do it so that you guys could go home and do it yourself. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. It was meant to, after I show you an example, you go home and do it. So I believe I did small, a little bit of it in class, and then I asked you guys to just do it on your own. But did you do it? Did you end up doing it? Or you didn't do it?
No, sir, I did not end up doing it. I just thought the user personnel was the only assignment given, and then the other one was just a class activity.
Okay. 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 So is there anyone here that actually did that competitive analysis? If you did it, please raise your hand up. I did my own. Let me see your hands up. So nobody did it. Okay. Nobody did it. Okay, I don't understand what I'm talking about. Let me see your hands up. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. Is there anybody here that doesn't understand what we're talking about or is lost? You don't get any clarity? Raise your hand. So you guys understand what I'm saying, but you didn't do it. Okay, the exam, your hand is up. The exam, go ahead. You're muted.
So the thing is, I was not fully. I don't understand most. I don't understand that aspect during the last class because Mr. Martins was actually here to solve something. So there is no connection. There's no connection. So that's the reason why I don't have
Okay,
any idea about it.
but from this explanation I just gave now, do you understand it now? Or should I go over it again?
You can go over again, sir.
Did you conduct the research? Have you conducted your own research, like your interview and your questionnaire? Have you done that?
I've done my own questionnaire. Yes, yes.
Have you gotten feedback from the questionnaire?
I've gotten feedback, but I've not reviewed it.
You've not reviewed it.
Yes, yes.
Do you know how many feedback you've gotten?
Yes, sir.
How many?
I had like 5 or 6.
5%. What
Yes,
about,
sir.
did you conduct any interview? Like, did you ask him for his one-on-one?
No, I've not done that, sir.
Oh.
Okay,
Why
I
haven't you
got 10,
reviewed?
10. Like I've checked it, I got 10 reviews.
Okay,
10.
10.
Yes, yes.
That's the response. And
Yes,
you've not even reviewed them.
I have not reviewed them.
Why not now? Why? What happened?
Ah, nothing, sir. Nothing, sir.
You just
I can see. I
abandoned.
can.
Well, I think maybe the reason why is because
Sir?
I think maybe it's as you weren't in class on Monday. That's where this issue started.
Yes, 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 yes.
I believe so because if you were in class on Monday, you would have actually reviewed yours and seen the need to review. Because this thing
Oh,
I'm asking you guys to do now, you can't do it if you've not reviewed that. I think I made it clear at the beginning of this class that every single task that you're doing is connected to the next. You cannot do the next one if you've not done the first. So not doing the first will
okay.
just keep inspiring up for you.
Oh,
So what you were expected to do is to review the responses, get as in fact I don't think I will be able to do it because it will take us time, right? For us not to waste time. I think after that you have because even if I explain for you, you still have you can't do it in class, right? You can't obviously do it in class. It has to be
okay.
after now. So I think what you do is you have to go through the recording of Monday's class.
All right, sir.
I think that's what you should do. So basically, yeah, the gist is that you remember that I asked you that the questions or the questions that you'll be asking should align with the research goals. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Do you remember the research goals? What they were?
Yes, sir.
So the questions, the answer you get from the feedback should align with the research goals. So it should be like the research goals should be questions that you are meant to answer
Hmm?
through your
Yes.
Are
Okay.
you with
I don't know.
us? Same
I'm with
sound.
you, sir. I'm with you, sir. I'm with you, sir.
Okay. So the aim was that you should use your research to be able to answer or satisfy the research goals. Research goals had 4 questions. So you should use your research and answer those 4 questions. So when you're reviewing them in alignment with the research goals. So you're looking at the research goals and then looking from the review that you got, how does that review or how does that response
Yes.
answer? Can you
Yes.
guys hear me, or is this network only from ground?
I'm
Can
hearing
you hear
you.
me clearly?
I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you clearly, sir.
Okay. So that means crown is the one that is having network issue. Sorry about that. So you're going to be looking at, okay, these questions or these responses I'm getting. How well does it answer question A? Okay. After you've
Okay.
gotten the answer to question A, you take note of that. You look at question B. You then look at your response again.
All
Answer
right.
question B. You look at question C, you look at your response just like that until you get the answer to the 4 questions. And
All
then
right.
you can still conduct this interview, right? Like
Yes.
ask people one-on-one. If you look at
Yes,
that
sir.
slide I sent, it still contains interview questions that you can ask people. These interview
All
questions
right.
actually directly answer the research goals. So you look
Okay.
at the responses you're getting from both ends,
Okay.
compare and contrast, and so that's like the response I'm talking about. So after
Right.
you've gathered this feedback, you're now going to analyze it and then separate the challenges and the needs. I can't
All
start
right.
explaining that again, but if
All
you
right.
watch I think the video of that same Monday, watch
Yes.
the recording, you see the explanation of the challenges and the needs, right?
Yes.
You see
Yes,
what
sir.
they mean.
Yes, sir.
Dissect it, what you need, build your persona, and then use that information now to conduct this competitive analysis in the sense
All right.
that the challenges that you discover from your research, you're now going to look at how did my competitor like Sheldon and Glovo, how did they handle this issue? For instance, I made an instance. Someone, I think that was Ugoma on Monday. She mentioned that the user says they want to be able to see what they're ordering before they order it, right? So that's a challenge or that's a need. So you can now look at, okay, child deck, when ordering, do you have a clear view of the picture? How did they address this particular issue? The instance I was using last week was Crown's on when he said delivery fee. What did Chowdeck do? I think from what we discovered, we saw that Chowdeck, they wrote the delivery fees of each of the restaurants on the front page. So before you click the restaurant, you are seeing the delivery fee, and then you know if you can afford it before you even go into the restaurant to start shopping. And then I now use an example of Jumia. I was like, okay, Jumia also has this filter option when it comes to do with pricing, stuff like that. So that's what I mean by competitive analysis. You look at the competitors, how did they address this particular challenge? Look critically, they must have addressed it in one way or the other. The reason why you're doing this is because you are coming to the point where you have to develop your app in a way that it is addressing the challenge. So this competitive analysis is going to help you. So if you don't find answers from your competitors, you're going to have to think of it yourself because you cannot still build an app that doesn't address the challenges of your user. Your purpose is defeated. The entire purpose of the app has been defeated, right? So that's why the competitive analysis is there to make things easier. And then you can also look at your competitors and be like, okay, this stuff they did, how well does it help? Is it actually effective? Can it be improved? Is it good? Is it a strength? Is it a weakness? Stuff like that to be able to help you to make well-informed decisions in your designing. Because the point where we are now, we are about to enter into information architecture, right? This is where you now start drafting the structure of your product. So it is very, very necessary to do this. So that way, your information architecture, you know how you're going to structure it. I don't want to go into details because that's going to be in our next class. But do you get the gist of what it is that you're expected to do now? Is it clear? Do
Yes, sir.
you have any question?
No, 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 sir.
Okay, so that applies to everyone else. Is there still anybody that is still confused? Because I think from the chat, Crown, you asked me to re-explain it again. And yes, but your hand was up. So have I cleared the air? is there still someone that still doesn't get it? It still needs explanation or clarity or stuff like that. Crown, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Just please, can you just do a little?
It's like if you're joining on two devices.
Hello, sir.
Yes. Go on.
Can you please just do a little recap on what you just said now?
You don't think, class? What I just said now, I should repeat it again.
Sir, I wasn't in my room. I went to take something from there.
You're in class and you're going out. No, now it's not like that now. I can't keep repeating everything. So if you know you're in class, you're in class. If you're going out, you're going out. You can't be doing two things at once. So please pay attention. What I was really explaining actually, it was for the exam because it wasn't in class last week. Right? So I was just explaining the task I asked you guys to do. You remember last week I was showing you guys an example on how to conduct the competitive analysis on child. I was using your challenges that you highlighted. I was showing us a sample on how child address those challenges. So I was saying that what I asked you guys to do was to go home and redo it on your own end. So that was what I was basically explaining. So the thing is, although we're still going to do that live practice again, and then perhaps that's what we're going to be doing throughout today. Then once the live practice is done, I take all the questions, then we are done for the day so that you guys will do yours to prepare for the next class. Okay, so we are still going to do it again. If you have a question, don't worry. I'm still going to show you guys a live example. Okay, Crown, did you get that? Crown. But you remember what we were doing last week Tuesday, right? With you, I think you were the one that we were using. I was using I was using your own challenge. So do you remember what we were doing?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, you still remember, right? So you don't need me to go through it again, happy?
Yes, sir.
All right. So why I'm asking you this is that we are going to do it again. Deal with your own issues. So I'm just going to use some of your challenges and show you guys a live example. Okay, just like how we did it before Mr. Martins joined us last week. So we're just going to repeat it again for the sake of learning. Do you get? Do you get that, Cram?
I got up to what is that I should bring up to you?
Sorry? Come again.
I should bring up to you.
I said we are going to repeat what we were doing last week Tuesday. So I'm going to be using your challenges, just like how I was doing it last week.
Okay.
All right. So does anyone have any question before we start? If your question is about the assignment, don't worry, I'm going to explain it again. I'll go over it again. But you have any other question, something that you didn't get well? And then, is there anybody? I think some of us have joined now. We are more than we were when we started. Is there anybody here that has already done it, or that was in the process of doing it? And Crown, your hand is up again.
Yes, but you weren't even mine. It was my brother from you.
Okay, it was your brother's one we were using. Hello?
Yes, sir. It was my brother's one from you.
Oh yeah, now whichever, whether it's you or your brother, that person's one that we were using, we'll use it again. Okay? So just get it ready. I'm joining now on my phone so that we can. Your hand is up again. Okay. All right. So let me join on my phone and we would run through the live exercise again. Just give me. All right. So while I'm joining in, I just want to say this. Please let everybody, I need everyone's rapt attention. So just pay close attention to what I'm doing, so that you would understand it, because this is the second time I'll be doing it. So I don't want us to have the same issue again in our next class. Okay. So yeah, so that's just it. I want us to please pay close attention. If you have any question, ask them. Make sure that you understand fully what it is I am doing. So that when I ask you guys to go home and do yours, because that's just what we're going to be doing. We're not going to let you since we've not done our last week's class. All right. So perhaps I didn't make it clear enough last week. I think that one's on me. So I'm now splitting it. After I'm done with this presentation, it is going to be a take-home assignment. So I want everybody to pay close attention. Avoid any distraction. Avoid any going outside to take anything, because I won't be going back and forth on this again after today. So make sure that you understand clearly what I'm doing and you're following through. Okay? All right. So joining on my phone now. So we can start. Let's give me so this thing is taking time to load my phone. In the meantime, remember, if you have any questions, just put your hands up. All right. All right. So I'm in. Let me share my screen. Crown, are you ready? Have you gotten the challenges ready? If it's you or your brother, you guys set. Are we good to go? Crown.
Good evening, sir.
Okay, Joseph, you're the one that's
Okay, Joseph, you're the one. Yes, sir.
okay. This your feedback. Now, so we'll do How are we going to do about it? Okay, it has stopped. This stopped because you muted your mic. All right. So let me share my screen. Okay, my screen is loading. Okay, I believe everyone can see my screen, right? You can all see my screen, right? Please confirm. It's up.
No, sir, it's off.
Yeah, I noticed. Sorry, let me sort that out. It's better now, right? You guys can see my screen now, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Joseph, are you ready for me? Let's get down to business.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Joseph, from your research, what is the first challenge that you noticed from your business? How many challenges do you have in total? Let's start from there.
My pain points, I have 4. And I said that.
Don't say you think. Oh, please don't think. No, please. If you wrote it down, please open the way you wrote it down.
I said I have 4, as I said last week.
Okay, 4. Then how many needs do you have?
6.
6.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's 10 in total, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so why would not be able to cover the 10? Because if I cover the 10, that is I've done your assignment. I'm just going to take the first 3 of the challenges, right? Okay, no, I'll take the first challenge and 1 challenge and 1 need. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take 1 challenge and 1 need. That's 2. The remaining 8, okay?
Okay, sir.
Right there. All right. So everyone,
Yes,
listen
sir.
up. So here's what we are going to do. Okay. So everyone, listen up. So these 10 discoveries, we're just going to call all of them challenges, right? These 10 challenges that Joseph has discovered from his research. And mind you, I am adding both the need and the challenges together. These 10 needs, these 10 challenges, whatever, don't get it confused. Now, we are going to look at how our individual competitors addressed these challenges. So we have Chowder and Global as our direct competitors. And I believe by now, every one of us must have installed them on your phone. If you haven't, please do them at the end of this class because you'll be needing them. Now, I'm going to be using only Chowder, right? So I'm going to see how did Chowder actually handle these challenges? Did they even handle it? And if they did, how did they do it? Okay, I'm going to be answering that question now. Okay, so I'll be looking at the challenges one by one. Like I said, I'm going to take 2. I'll look at them and then see the best way they did it. And then we're going to now decide if what they did is actually viable, if it's a viable option or not. So like I said before, the aim of what we are doing now is for us to be able to get ideas for our own structure because we're trying to come up with the structure for our own app. So instead of us to be able to think of it by ourselves, we can look from already existing products and see if we can learn from them. So after we've seen how they address that particular challenge, we are now going to see if we will consider it together, if it is viable, if it makes sense or not. If it makes sense, we will see why it makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, we are going to now think of a way to actually make it better, or we can call it an improvement that we can do to make it better in our own app, which is Chopna. So after I'm done with this, you guys are going to go home, repeat the same thing, but not just for Chowder, on Global as well. And they're also going to be using Jumia. Jumia is a normal e-commerce website. So you're also going to be using Jumia. Jumia, you use it as your indirect competitor because it still has pricing, it still has delivery and ordering and all that stuff. So I'm going to explain that later on, okay? So everybody stick with me. So, Joseph, let's get started. What is the first challenge that you have for me? What is the first challenge that you have for me?
Sir. Your voice.
Come again.
Hello, sir.
I can hear you.
I didn't hear you clearly, sir.
Okay, I said, remember, I said that we are taking 1 from challenge and 1 from need. So 1 challenge, 1 need, right? So tell me, what is the first one that we have?
Okay, let's deliver.
Late
From
delivery.
the point, sir.
Late delivery. Now, guys, I want us to look at this, right? As much as we are there to solve problems, we are not superheroes, right? So it's not all the problems we can solve. So, Joseph, now I'm asking you, you and I are working on this.
Yeah.
Do you think there is anything we can do about this late delivery? Personally, from you, what do you think? Is there anything we can do about this late delivery?
Not really, sir. It's not in our power to work on that, sir.
Exactly. It is not in our power. So when we are working, we have to realize that there are things that we can change, and then there are things that we cannot change. It is left for you to decide which is which. But mind you, don't see this as an opportunity to just skip tasks, because at the end of the day, when you're presenting your app, you're going to list out all your challenges, and I will look at them individually. If there is any of the challenge that I feel like your app can actually address, and you didn't address it because you feel like that is a minus point from you, so have it at the back of your mind that you're going to have to look at these things thoroughly, make sure that you are properly addressing it, and not that you are just skipping over it just because after all now there's something we can do about it. Okay, so everybody bear that in mind. So the users complained of late delivery, and I think there's nothing we can do about the late delivery. However, okay, Amarachi, your hand is up. Amarachi, your hand is up.
Okay, okay. I just want to say something about the late delivery. As much as we may not be able to do anything about late delivery, we can also make efforts. Like, are there any vendors close to the user's location where we can buy from so that delivery distance will be shorter? And this also would be made known to the user so that he would have the user will have the option to choose whether to buy from a very close vendor or to buy from a vendor that is far from his location.
Thank you very much. That is very wonderful. Now, I must appreciate this statement you just made. Remember, we are problem solvers. So don't be quick to write something off. There is always something we can do with regards to a particular situation. And I'm actually like the fact that you've already started thinking like a UIUX designer. In fact, collect one more applause, or more than two, sir. You deserve it. There is always something we can do. So you started thinking like that. So guys, I believe you guys heard what she said. I'm still going to reiterate it. We can actually do something about it. We can either work with the restaurants that are closer. So perhaps in the incident of that late delivery, we can maybe from the onset of suggested restaurant, because now we see in Chowdeck they have a screen where they have all vendors. This is before you start ordering, right? You can see all the different restaurants. We have Chicken Republic, Chow Chow, Cheesy Foods, and so on and so forth. Now, in this screen, is there a way where you can be able to make sure that the only restaurants that are showing here are the ones that are closest to your location? You see, if you look at the top of my screen, you see beside the restaurant, we have my location, number 32, Woody Road, and so on and so forth. So using this my location as an anchor point, let us use it to be able to determine the restaurants that we are going to be giving on the first list. So anything that makes me scroll down, I would know that the location is further. So and now if you look at this, the time also there's also a timer out there beside each price. If you look at this Chicken Republic now, you see under it says delivery fee is free, and then they have 26 to 30 minutes. Perhaps that 26 to 30 minutes now, it's either it will take 26 to 30 minutes for it to get ready, or it will take 26 to 30 minutes for it to get to me. It is not clear, right? It is not clear. So perhaps we can actually adopt this pattern, and an improvement opportunity we can use is we can say that, okay, beside it, you can now write how many kilometers away from me it is. I think Global actually did that. That's why you're using Chowdeck and Global. So if Chowdeck didn't do something, look at Global. How many kilometers away is it? If definitely me that is a mathematics student, I can tell if I see 1.4 kilometers and I see 7.6 kilometers, obviously the 7.6 kilometers is farther than the one that is 1.4 kilometers. I'll be able to now run the calculation in my head and expect that, okay, this may we either take time or get sooner, get close to me, or get to me sooner rather. So you can indicate this restaurant is 7.4 kilometers away. I think yes, Global did that. This one is 1.4 kilometers, and then you can now order them in accordance with their proximity. So Crown, Joseph, and okay, sorry, it was Joseph actually. Joseph, if you take note of that, it's actually a nice idea. So while we cannot actually do something on the delivery time, you can actually help them to respond to them from the one of the far. If they know that they are choosing a restaurant that is far from them, that the thing is going to take time, right? And if they choose a restaurant that is good, it is not going to take much time. You can take note of that. Right now, challenge number one, already gotten an answer to it, even though it is not too financial. You can just help them to handle the situation. Do you take note of that? I think what
Sir, your network is bad though. We are not hearing.
okay. Can you guys hear?
No, sir, it's very bad. Like, it's very, very bad.
Okay, how is the audio now? Is this better?
Yes, sir.
I
Okay,
hear you now.
okay.
Please, Joseph. Oh, Joseph, please mute.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I think Joseph. So like I was saying, I think Amarachi pointed out a good idea. Were you able to capture the what I said that we can do with regards the delivery issue? Joseph, are you there? Okay. You took that down. Okay. Now another thing we can also do, other than taking note of another thing that we can also do, other than just taking note of the distance, we can also include something like a tracking option. So where if a person places an order, you can still track that order. Like you see a map where you see the distance, how long the driver is away, because once the driver receives the meal, he's going to like check it that the meal has been sent to the driver. At the moment, it is going to be on its way, and you, the user, can be seeing how the driver is moving. I don't know if you're getting the picture I'm painting. So you can just track it, just like if you're using Bolt, for instance. I think Bolt does that. So for that aim alone, you can actually look at Bolt. How did Bolt handle that particular issue? Or you can even ask ChatGPT, are there other users that that or apps that have a similar feature? You download them and then look at how they did their own. Take note of it and then structure your own in a similar way. Okay. Joseph. So have you taken note of that? I think we are clear on that challenge now. Joseph, are you there? All right. Do we have any questions? Is there anybody that has any question? Okay. Nobody. All right, let's move on. Joseph, what's the need? Okay, now you've given me one challenge. Now, what is a need that the user stated? Okay, sorry, Joseph. Here is hand is Come, let's hear from you. What's your question?
Okay, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Please, I'm still not really clear about this thing. Like, are we to provide solutions to the problems we gathered?
Yes, you are to provide solutions to the problem that we gathered. I think
Okay.
that one was answered initially. So your problem solvers, right? So you can't just discover a problem and not come up with a solution.
Okay, sir.
All right. Okay, so Joseph, go ahead. Please drop your hand. Joseph, go ahead. Try using your.
Sir, can you hear me? Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you. Loud and clear. Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Go on.
Okay, sir. Based on what she said on the solution, I was thinking, how are we going to do that? Like, since you're designing for a particular company, so how are you going to be merging with other vendors that are not going to be part of the program or the app? So how are you going to be combining them or adding them to the list of vendors that will be delivering for us?
That is not actually your issue. Issue is just the vendors that are going to be added. When you're heading.
So I didn't hear you, sir.
I said how the vendors, how they are going to join is not your issue. Yours is just to create a design of how that particular section is going to look and how it is going to be. So a vendor that wants to come and join, I think it is the administrative part that will handle that one. The vendor will have to come and sign up with them or register with them, whatever. That one is not your headache.
Okay, sir.
Your headache is defining the structure and the visual. Right? As long as you've gotten that out of the way, the rest is an extracurricular activity.
No problem, sir.
All right. Okay, so now list the needs now. I think the one you listed before was a challenge. So now list the need that we'll be working with.
Okay, the number one on the list is fast and reliable delivery.
Fast and reliable delivery. I think that's the same thing with late delivery now.
Yes, sir.
So this
So let's
something
take
else.
another one. Affordable pricing and lower fee. So that one, we said that we cannot work on that.
Yes, while we can, I think that was the one we were talking about last week. While we can't work on that, just like how Amarachi said that even though we cannot directly affect it rather, there are still things we can do to handle that issue. So the delivery fee now of a thing, you can look at Scoutdeck, for instance. If you look at their list of restaurants, you'd see that under the name of restaurant, the price for delivery is listed there. Like for instance, now you see this Chicken Republic, the delivery fee is free. This one that the route here, Chow, however they pronounce it, the delivery fee is from 1,700. Can you see that? So they listed out their delivery fees. See Cheesy Foods, 1,700. Pizza Hut, 1,200. So basically, the aim of what they're trying to do here is that you, as the person that wants to buy, you're going to look at these delivery fees and the one that seems friendly to you before you click on the restaurants to start purchasing from them. So it's not that after you have finished placing your order, you finish ordering, you've taken or done whatever it is you want to do. At the end of checkout, they now start telling you that delivery fee is 5,000, and you feel like, from where? Now you see it from the get-go that, okay, this is how much you pay for delivery. You understand? You see it there,
Yes,
and
sir.
then you choose if your pocket is deep enough to cover it, you go on. If it's not, you look for your side. I think that's your issue. I think, Joseph, I think the issue is coming from your end. Oh, yes, I think the issue is coming from your end. Okay. Maybe your network is lagging, so just try joining again. So, Joseph, you get what I was saying with regards to the delivery fee, right? Joseph, are you there?
Sir, I didn't hear you, sir.
I said you get what I was.
Hello, sir.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, sir. So repeat your question, sir.
I said, did you get what I was saying regarding the
Yes,
delivery fee?
I got what you said, sir. I got what you said, sir.
So while we can't actually promise them a lower rate, we can actually just show them the delivery fee right from the
Alternative
start.
option.
Exactly. So that if I can see that, okay, I can't afford to buy from just pancakes that is 1,700, I can go with Pizza Hut that is 1,200, whichever one.
Yes, sir.
So that's one thing we can do. That's what child did. So you can actually look at Global and see how they did their own. If they actually did something about it, you can learn from them. Okay. Then regarding the prices, right? If I am sorry for that, the network is messing you up. There's nothing. It's an issue on your own. Sorry about that. Regarding the prices, right? Now, again, we cannot actually reduce the prices, but there is still something we can do. Okay, instead of me to suggest this one, Joseph, I think it's you and I that are working on this. What do you think we can do regarding the prices? Let me not give it. What do you think we can do?
About the pricing, sir.
Saying, yes, the pricing of the meal. Since we cannot really make the food cheap or affordable, what can we do? Because there is actually something we can do. You see how America suggested regards the delivery time. I've told us what to do with regards the delivery fee. Now, the next issue now is the price of the food. What can we do about that?
Based on what you just said a few minutes ago, in my own option, you can just, for example, the way we did in the delivery aspect, we can make the vendors know their own pricing and add them to this place. And whenever a client wants to get something, they can choose from anyone that they feel comfortable going with their pricing.
Okay. I like where this is going. So, how then do you determine or define? How then do you define which is cheaper? Or how are you going to arrange it?
Sir,
How you said just like how we did for the delivery, when we said the distance is going to be written there. How are you going to be able to define for the user? Because all users are not the same. Somebody can be able to afford whatever, and somebody might not be able to. So how do you define what this person can afford and what the person cannot afford? How do you know?
I can remember clearly one of the apps, maybe Jumia, they had this filter stuff. So you can add it. So anybody that comes around, maybe go to the filter and filter whatever they want. Maybe between 5,000 to 10,000. things that are in that range, and they will know what is in there.
Exactly. Yes, you're really with me. So just like I said last week, you can learn from Jumia, right? So that's why I asked us to actually use Jumia too. So Jumia has that filter option. So you really understand that. So you can use that filter option where before a user can search, because if you look at the bottom of the navigation bar, there's the search option. So if you go there before a user can search for a meal, I think there should a restaurant rather, they should have the filter option where they can filter, that's the same screen, where they can filter the price range. They can set their budget 5,000 to 10,000, just like you stated. Or it can even be on this restaurant screen, right? It can be on the screen there. You can set like a button to click, just like a filter, but just like how, in fact, look at how Jumia is their phone. You see that Jumia, right from where you're scrolling to, the filter is hovering there. So you can just click on it and say, okay, filter the restaurant. So it is now the back end of the filter the restaurant according to your prices. You understand? So if you click on it, then you set your price, and then access the restaurant prices for you or on your behalf, and then show you the nearest restaurant that have prices or have foods available within your price. So the moment you now click on that particular restaurant, the meals that you are going to be seeing there are meals that fall within your price range. So that is really a good one. So this goes for others too. If you know that you have pricing as an issue, you can take that down as a probable or a possible solution to a particular issue. Right? Take it down. It can be a solution for you. While we cannot actually promise them cheap foods, but we can make sure that everybody has access to affordable foods. Not that they will have to start skimming through one by one, because that can be frustrating. Skimming through, looking for meals that are affordable and meals that they can actually buy. That can be a helpful solution if we include it in our app. Okay, so we've taken our two challenges, right? You can also look at global, how they address this. Look at Jumia or anything that has to do with ordering and buying. It mustn't be just global, Chowder, and Jumia. The key to this thing is to widen your horizon, broaden your search. Don't take from just one, because if you limit yourself to just one, the knowledge that you're getting is going to be limited to just that one. And you end up designing something that looks just like that one. That's how it's going to be like. So make sure that even though I didn't mention it, take the initiative, study further, look further, consider further. What exactly, how do these people their own, how do these people their own? You can even ask suggestions for you, suggest me restaurant, suggest me this, or suggest me solutions to this particular issue. Right? You can go check this something, and this is my challenge. Learn how to use AI. So when you get it, you now set a solution to that particular challenge for you. Then you now access it compared to what you have been saying. You can go with what you're doing before you did, or you go with what the competitors did. Either way, you're not going to be short of knowledge and ideas. So guys, I believe this brief demo that we just did is very clear. Is there anybody that has any question or something that they don't really quite understand? Do we have any questions, anything that I don't understand, I didn't get this part well, so what about this, or what about that? Okay, each and every one of us is here and now. All these 15 people I am saying, I want to believe that all of them they understand completely what it is that we are talking about here. I want to believe so. Can you hear me now? I was asking, is there anybody that has any questions? Can you? Okay, Chinyere, your hand is up. Chinyere, go ahead.
So, sorry. First, your network is really cracking. We are not really hearing what you're saying. And secondly, to me, I wouldn't really say I'm understanding. The thing is, he's coming and he's going out. Please, I don't know.
What is coming? Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
What is coming and going? What is it that is confusing you?
I don't really know. I don't really know.
How am I going to help you if you don't really know now? Think about how do you want me to help you? You said it's coming and it's going. What is it that is confusing you? I just showed you guys a live session as to competitive analysis, how it works. It has to do with brain. You have to think and come up with solutions to problems. So while you might not be able to solve every problem, think of ways around the particular issue. This has to do with thinking. You have to do it. It's a mental exercise. You have to do the thinking yourself. What you're doing is pretty clear and simple. So perhaps why you're not getting it is the thinking aspect that's not making sense. You have challenges. You need to come up with solutions. And you have asked me, is it that we are coming up with solutions? To which I have answered, yes, you are coming up with solutions to those challenges, right? So now, how are you going to come up with solutions to challenges that you've not solved before? Instead of thinking about it alone, look at what your competitors did. Now we have Childhood, we have Global, we have Junior. Nobody says it's going to be easy, right? It's going to be difficult, it's going to be stressful. Yes, but that is it. There's nothing in this life that is easy, right? So you're looking at these guys to see how they address that particular challenge and see if you can learn from them. Now, Crown and Joseph have told us that okay, his challenge is that the delivery fee is too much. And we looked at Child, we saw that Child, they wrote the delivery fee of each of the restaurants on the screen there clearly, so that if you're cooking a restaurant, you know how much their delivery fee is, so that you know the one that is cheap and the one that is not cheap. He said again, the challenge that the users are having, cheap, the ordering is not usually cheap. It's usually expensive and difficult to get. So it's difficult to find the ones that are cheap, usually expensive. So you're going to now look, okay, what is it that we are going to do? Because you cannot actually reduce the price of the restaurant yourself. So Joseph suggested that we adopt the pattern that Jumia use. I'm sure almost all of us here have visited Jumia or ordered from Jumia at one point or the other. What does Jumia use? They have a filter option. If you don't understand it, go and look at Jumia. When you want to order a shoe or a particular food, there's a filter option where you can filter the prices and set the prices that you're going to be seeing to the budget according to your budget. So, for instance, if your budget is within 5 to 10,000 naira, you're going to click on the filter and set it to within 5 to 10,000 naira. So Jumia will now show you only phones that fall within that price range. So just suggested that we can still do the same thing for the restaurant. The reason why Jumia did that is because they have no control over the price of this thing. So instead of you to be scrolling aimlessly, looking for what suits your budget, they would help you to show you what is according to your budget. So the same thing we can do. While scrolling for restaurants, you can easily have that filter button, just like how Jumia did their own. Set your budget from 500 to 3,000, from 500 to 1,000, no matter how small. Then the algorithm will automatically show you restaurants that has available meals within that price range. And even if you click on the restaurant, the meals you're going to be seeing are meals that fall within that price range. That is a good solution. That way, people can be able to have access to food that's affordable to them and see whether they can actually afford to order online, or if they can't even see it at all, they just decide to go in person. It's as easy as that. So if you're going to look at the problem, think about the solution. If you can't think of a solution, look at your competitors. How did they address that problem? Do they have a solution to that particular problem? And from the challenges that we've seen, all our competitors each have a particular way that they handle a particular solution. You just have to think. Yeah, right? It's a mental exercise. Yeah. I mean, maybe the reason why it's difficult for you is because standing, you want the issue to the solution to be right there, but That's why you're designer. That is where you're headed. That's why they pay you the amount they're paying you. They're paying you to come up with a solution for that problem. So when people are using that product, they would enjoy using it. So you can't expect another person to do that job for you. But luckily for us, we have AI, we have competitors. So even if you can't think of a solution, you use your competitors and you still can't find some competitors, you go to AI. Tell AI the challenge, tell AI the product, and ask it to suggest possible solutions that is usable. And then you use your hand and analyze which one makes most sense. And you dwell on that. Just like that, it's the formula, right? It's a mental rule. You have to think for yourself. Nobody's doing the thinking for you. Are you with me, Chinere? Chinere, are you
Yes,
still
sir.
confused?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm here.
Are you still confused?
No, sir.
So you have to. So this is something that when you're doing it, right, you take your time to make sure that you don't have any distraction. Nothing is distracting, so that you can focus carefully. And as you're highlighting the solutions, you're taking note of them one by one. Don't worry about implementation. That is what we are. Our next task now in the next class, we are now going to look at implementation. Implementation in the sense that these solutions, how are you going to now convert them into a design, into your product? So while you're thinking of solution, don't worry about it yet. But just know that your app is going to carry it. So when we meet in the next class, then we will now talk about how is our app going to carry this solution. How is it best that we are going to do it? That is what we are going to be focusing on when we talk about information architecture. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Crown, your hand is up.
Yes, sir, my hand was up, but I think I've got what I wanted to ask.
Okay. So guys, is there anybody that doesn't understand what it is that we have at hand now, the task clearly? I think I have explained it clearly. Is there still anybody that don't understand? Now is the time to ask, please. Because on Friday, I'm not going to accommodate any excuse of I didn't understand or I didn't get it well. I'm not still going to accommodate the issue of I didn't do it well because it wasn't clear. If you know that something is not clear, please state it now. Okay. So is there anybody here that don't understand what I'm saying, or they still have something that does not sit well with them? I think it's pretty simple. The only difficult part is now carrying it out, but understanding the task is clear. You have challenges. You need to come up with solutions. And for it to be easy for you to come up with solutions, you can look at your competitors and use AI to come up with solutions to these challenges. So the difficulty you're going to be facing is coming up with the solutions, not understanding the task. So I believe everybody here is clearly on path with this assignment. You understand that we are giving. Our solution is our next task. Okay, it's not something that will just take us time. Are we together? Okay. So in the absence of okay, thank you. Dexan. So if you guys just understand, just do what Dexan did, please just give a thumbs up. Let me know that we are following. If you understand what I said and the assignment and everything, just give a thumbs up reaction. Like this. Okay. I'm asking your hands up.
Yes, sir. Is it the competitive analysis assignment you're talking about?
Yes, that is what I'm talking about.
Okay. Sorry, I joined the
So do you
class
understand?
late. I don't know which assignment you're talking about.
Okay. So if you're submitting this is the new assignment I'm giving you guys now. You're submitting it tomorrow. I'm sorry, not in our next class. It's not going to be tomorrow for their shift time again. Okay. So far, 5 people have acknowledged understanding their assignment. Here, the hand is up.
So you said in our next class is tomorrow now.
Yeah. Mr. Martins is saying the career section is starting, and we are thinking of if we are going to move our next class from Tuesday to Friday. So I don't know if it's finalized yet, but just have it in mind. Just stay on Discord. If the class is moved before tomorrow's class, you'll be informed. But just start the assignment, just so that you won't be caught off guard. So I don't know if it is still going to be tomorrow or on Friday now. That's what I'm saying. So just everybody just be active and be online so that if you hear the announcement, you won't miss it. Okay? Cornelius, you haven't acknowledged this. Do you understand? If your hand is up. If
Yes, good evening, sir. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, I'm trying to understand how we are going to run the assignment. Like, is it by type? Huh?
Okay, go on. Sorry, go on.
Yes, I understood the explanations. I understand, but I'm trying like how we are going to submit it. Are we going to like type on Docs or is it on Figma? That's what I'm trying to understand.
Okay. You're not submitting it. This is an information that you are going to need. You get. So if you're submitting it, I'll let you know, but you're not submitting it. So however you want to document, you want to use pen and paper, you want to use Google Docs, however, it's up to you, but you're not submitting it.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. I'm Rusty. Your hand is up.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't notice.
Okay. Joseph, your hand is up.
Yes, sir.
Joseph, your hand is up.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I didn't hear what you said. You'd like to stand now based on what you asked.
Okay. Crown, this is the same question your brother is asking. Just pay attention. I just said you guys just pay attention to your class dates might be rescheduled from Tuesdays to Friday. All right. So if tomorrow is still going to be our class, and that means you're not going to get any announcement that you join class. For from now till 6 o'clock tomorrow, if the class is going to be rescheduled, you're going to get an announcement on Discord, and I'll make sure to spread it to everybody. So what I'm saying is just be online and be active.
Okay.
Did you get that?
You get another one with this standby.
All right. So any question? Any other question? So like I said, if we don't, any assignment we don't do, it is going to hamper our progress. So we are going to be ending the class here. We're going to be ending the class here so that we can be able to carry out this task, because it's this task that we are going to need for the next class. And like I said, it is in our next class that we are going to now be talking about how to implement this assignment in your mobile app, right? Implementation. So we're going to talk about implementation through information architecture in our next class. So we cannot be implementing what we don't have, right? So that's why I said we can't move on without this assignment. So it's very, very important. And as for your question, like I said, it's about the career session. The career session is about to start. It's fixed on Tuesdays. You can't have a career session on the same day as the class. So that's why we are shifting the class, right? Okay. Just your hand is still up. Joseph,
Sir,
your
can you hear
hand
me,
is
sir?
still up. I can hear you.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me, sir? I didn't hear what you just said at this last statement now. Can you repeat what you said?
Joseph, if I
about the
keep
class.
repeating, I'll this repeating and repeating. You make me lose weight. Oh. See, I said that the reason why the class is being shifted is because of the cardiac session. The cardiac session is about to start and it's going to be fixed on Tuesday, right? So you can't be having cardiac session on the same day as the class. So we are shifting the class to accommodate the cardiac session. But the moment I get feedback from Mr. Martins, if the class will be shifted, I'll let you guys know. So just stay tuned, okay? And I'll also let you guys know when the project was uploaded in the LMS so that you guys can submit as well. Submit the last project, which is the user persona. So that's the only two things I told you guys to stay tuned for.
Okay.
All right. Is that all?
Yes,
You
sir, for
can
now.
drop your hand, please. Okay. That's for now. All right. Any other questions, guys? Okay, your hand is up.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, please, did you say that we'll be submitting the user personal and work that we were given?
No. I said stay tuned. When the project is uploaded on the LMS, I would let you guys know
Oh,
so that you can answer.
okay. Sir, please, something else again. I noticed that the project, or should I say the class assignment that I submitted in module 1, module 2, and module 3. So when I checked my platform, it's still saying that waiting for approval.
Don't worry about it. It has been graded.
Sir?
Don't worry about that. It has been graded. No, that's the
Oh,
Just let's forget about
okay.
the past. I think all those
Okay.
past ones might have
Yes.
some issues. So just let's focus on this persona and this anyone from now.
Okay, sir.
All right. I'm happy. Let's go from.
Sir, so what about me that have not been able to upload any assignments on the LMS?
Which assignment? The only one that you've not been able to upload is not the persona. Nobody has been able to upload it.
No, I've not uploaded any assignment. I don't even know. The last time I checked that LMS, I was even confused.
Okay.
I was even
But the
confused
only
because I don't
assignment
even know.
okay, see, the only assignment that you guys need to upload now is the persona. So starting from the persona, any subsequent assignment that you're uploading, I would let you know. Okay.
Okay.
So it is just the persona that you need to
So
upload.
me, I cannot upload because my laptop is bad.
Nobody's able to upload. Okay, your laptop is bad.
Yes.
Have you started sorting it out?
Yes, I've filled the form.
Okay.
And they said they dropped a number on the group chat to contact. So I'll do that within the week.
Try and do it before because at the moment now nobody's able to upload because the module 5 has not been uploaded on the LMS. So try and do it before as soon as possible because anytime from now the LMS is going to be active and I would let you guys know to start uploading so that you won't be caught off guard.
Okay, sir. Well, it's not just contacting the person. I will have to go to the Ministry of Science and Technology first and then contact the person.
No problem. Just whenever you see that my message, right? Whenever I see the message and I tell you guys that you guys can start submitting, just send me a DM.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. My Wi-Fi. Your hand is up. I didn't say anything.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Sir, in the elements, I hope after the fixing and everything, we can be able to submit the link because it's not accepting link.
Like I said, and I'll repeat again. For now, nobody can be able to submit the persona of last week, right? Because the project hasn't been uploaded. When it has been uploaded and you guys can submit, I will let you know. Okay? That you're doing today.
Okay, sir. All right, sir.
Information that you are going to it. You are not submitting it. You understand?
Okay, sir.
You're muted. You're speaking.
Sir, the network was bad. I wasn't hearing you.
You understand? We can't hear you.
Sir, hello?
Okay.
Hello, sir.
So I repeat, you're not submitting this assignment. The only one you're submitting is the persona of last week, and you cannot submit it yet. When you can, I will let you guys know. Jane, your hands up.
All right, sir.
Jane.
So, sir, good evening, sir. So, sir, what of me now that I made a mistake? I submitted the persona in module 5 or module 4, I think. The first one there, I made a mistake. How will it be rectified?
Jane, can you hear me? I'm sorry, I'm muted. You said you submitted which one? What did you submit?
The persona in the projects before this one.
The persona you submitted it. Where did you submit?
I think it was module 5, the one with the research project, the one we are
No.
to do the research.
That's the wrong. I think I told you that. That's the interest to submit. That's module 4. That's the wrong place. I'm not going to see it there because I won't look there. Read it. I'll be looking at module 5. I think I said that. But if I didn't, you don't submit there, all right? Just hold on. When module 5 is uploaded, you submit it in module 5. I'll let you guys.
Okay. Okay, no problem, sir. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. So any of you that have submitted it in module 4, please don't expect me to look for it there. It will be seen as if you haven't submitted. So just wait. Whenever you see an announcement that you can now submit your project on module 5, go on and submit on module 5. Okay? Then lastly, before we call it a day, please, if this is I'm saying, if it doesn't apply to you, don't worry about it. Just if people here that it applies to, just know that you're not the only one on the call. Okay. Now, if you know that there was a project or an assignment that perhaps you were not able to present class or you were not able to submit in time, and you sent it to my DM, right? Please just send me a message at the end of this class reminding me of it again, because most of your projects have been buried. I repeat, if you know that there is a project that you were not able to present in class or you were not able to submit, and then you sent it to my DM. The people that I'm talking to, they know themselves. I have some of us here that sent me some projects via DM. Please send me a message, a reminder message again, because your message is very deep down. Okay, just send me a DM at this class, at the ending of this class, or right away if you can, reminding me of the message so that I can go through it and review your task and score you. Please, if you don't do that, I won't be able to see it. Right? Please just send me a reminder message. I repeat, for those of you that know that you sent me a project via DM, if you know that you sent me a project in the past week via DM, just send, even if it is something that it has been long ago, you're not sure, so long as it's a project that you did and you know you sent it to me on DM, just send me a reminder message, right? On DM. If you know you didn't send me, this one doesn't concern you, so don't worry yourself about it. The people I am talking to, they know themselves, okay? So if you can send it right away as I'm talking, please do. If you can't, at the end of this class, just do it immediately. Okay? So in the absence of questions, I think we are going to call it a day at this point. Okay, so we're going to be calling it a day. So just stay tuned to your Discord and WhatsApp. Any announcements that will be coming soon, you'll get it. If you don't get any announcement with regarding the class time and schedule, just know that it remains the same and it's going to be tomorrow. Okay? All right. So let's call it a day here and we'll see again in our next class. Good night, everyone, and see you later.
Good night, sir.
Good night, sir.
Good night, sir.
Night.
Good night, sir.
Good night, sir.
All right.